Today's the day the school was founded. That's convenient, isn't it? Okay, cool. That's super handy, because we need to find out who the killer is, and we need to investigate. How convenient that today is that day. Huh. It's a funny old world, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the music's super ominous and creepy. Which I do like, admittedly. So you have to talk to a lot of very specific people. So yes. I'm trying to work out. So there's a woman in front of the shrine, who you need to talk to, and then once you've talked to her, everyone else will have 2 questions you can ask them as opposed to 1. So you need to talk to her first. This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? Yeah, about those murders. Oh, a little while ago they said that the suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure that he's the culprit. Nope, okay then, fair enough. The fog isn't clearing even though the year's almost over. It's deplorable. What does deplorable mean? It'll be so cold on New Year's that I'll never be happy. Oh, that's nice. What do I want? Well, you could be more kind. That would be nice. Okay, good. Let's ask you the second question anyway, because, you know. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, poison! I've gotten kind of freaked out too. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Well then. You have a gas mask. It's me. Do you recognize me? When I'm outside? Okay. When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I get home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. Ugh, I hate it. It's so depressing. Ah, do you have a question? Yeah, about the murders. Oh, come on. Don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Yeah, Well, I have another question. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's only one more person to talk to. Old man at shrine, women finish shopping, go at gas mask, salary man. So, presumably that was the woman who finished shopping, so there's this guy. Hey, listen to this! Vizette came and spoke to me. Yeah, that's great. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for an autograph and what type of guy she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. Yeah, you're super busy. About those murders. You're a dime a dozen, you know that? No, I didn't mean to speak to you about... If I just hold down triangle, it's quicker. There we go. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people. Except for you, who's interested. Well, thanks. You are fantastic. Actually, I'm gonna go to Junez first because I need to speak to someone after in this area after I've talked to someone in Junez. So let's talk to someone in Junez because every day is great at. Actually, speaking of Lewis, Hellman 101, he gave me a T-shirt that said "Every day's great at your Junez." It's so cool. Can I help you about those murders? The incident last spring. I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm going to be studying for college entrance exams next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. That's fair, actually. Now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Ah, haha. Well, there you go, then. I think I know where she is. I think she's the first person in the South District. Is it you? No, it's not you. Can I help you? About those murders in the last spring, did something happen? Oh, that's right, it was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? Yeah. A slightly big deal. Suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway. Okay, fair enough. What about you? Ah, it's you. What is it? Thanks. What are you talking about? Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back, anyway? Huh? Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that! You remember Saki Kanishi, don't you? You know she passed away a while ago? She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. Fair enough. I'm pretty sure I'd have to speak to you. Every day's great at your tunas. Poisoning kids at your tunas. So there's only two people left to speak to, I believe. Samagawa. There's a smiling guy and an old man, according to the list. Yeah, yes, I have a list, because, you know what? No. I don't know. Ah, it's you. Fog's pretty thick today. I go out on walks, and I can hardly recognize my surroundings. Pretty sad, ain't it? But hey, thanks for stopping to talk to me. I'll hear you out. Huh. An eternal lamp. I can find you one. Fair enough. Yeah, that's it. Fair enough, it's not you. It's worth a try. Yeah. Are they gonna be at the riverbed, or is it just the floodplain itself? I think it's just the floodplain itself. That's fair. Sorry, the riverbank. So, I know what I'm trying to say. Well, you're an old man, so you must be one old woman. Does it say old man? It does say old man. My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind. Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, wait, are you Dojima's wife's mum or something? But no. Okay. Those murders. Anything suspicious? Alright, fair enough. There we go, old man. Good. Do you need something? Yes, about those murders. That's it. I'll quickly ask one more. Yep, there we go, done. Hooray!
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit. Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside. It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it. What's the matter?
So, the culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano, and judging by Saki and the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what we did there. It's highly likely that they also knew about what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? There are almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Kanishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, someone in this small town who fits all the facts. Right. I'm going to go through all of these people and just say why it is or isn't them. We know it's not Yosuke. Party member from the beginning of the game has been through all of it with us. We know it's not them. Same goes for Chie. She ended up facing a persona when trying to save Yukiko. Yukiko was thrown into the TV by Namatame and faced her true self and gained a persona, thus helping us solve this investigation. Teddy has come from the TV world and therefore could not have performed any of the first 2 murders. Kaji Tatsumi. He also faced his true self in the TV. Can't be him. Same goes for Rise and Naoto. Dojima. Dojima has been trying to solve this case from the beginning and has been trying his best, but just can't quite pinpoint what's going on. He has no knowledge of the TV world, and therefore it is not him. Nanako. I said it was her from the beginning. It must be her. Oh. Oh, right. Oh. I see. You get 3 guesses, by the way. Well, we know it's not Mayumi Yamano. Mayumi Yamano is dead. Same goes for Saki. So, you know, Muraoka unfortunately died due to Mitsuo, the copycat killer. Mitsuo is the one responsible for killing Muraoka, but Muraoka was not responsible for the first 2. Suzu Hiragi. Unfortunately, solid alibi. Completely solid. Kashiwagi. She's mental, but she wasn't around, or at least not to our knowledge, at the time of the first 3, technically, murders. So, no, can't be her. Hanako, again, mental, but not the one behind this. I don't think it's Kuro Daisuke. They're nice people. They're just supposed to be Yumi. Yeah, it can't be Yumi. I mean, come on. It's not Yumi. She's just sad that she lost her father, so you know, she's had a difficult time. Eri's, again, mental, but, you know, no. Okay, let's rethink this. Who seems to be the most likely culprit? Oh, actually, I accidentally skipped 2 people. Namatame. Well, we know it's not Namatame. He did try and save everyone. He genuinely thought it was saving everyone. So that leaves 1 person. Do you know what? The comments section has been really interesting. I've had to delete many comments. Some comments guessing who it is, just thinking out loud. But if another person read it, then they'd know. And I didn't want to at least give people a hint. Some people were just like, I think it's him, but it can't be, can it? Because some people were like, I think it's him. One person deliberately spoiled and they were blocked. But yes. Adachi.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Ms. Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Ms. Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering, you seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back. Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped. Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in!
What did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy!
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell'd he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked. We didn't find him anywhere.
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would, but could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.